चलिए अब हम इसे लिखते हैं 100 वर्ड्स पर मिनट की स्पीड पर। 1, 2, 3 स्टार्ट। वेन एवर इंडिया हैज़ रिमेन्ड यूनाइटेड इट हैज़ बीन एबल टू अटेन unattainable goals. Stop. This solidarity and inspiration had given us freedom from hundreds of years of colonial rules. Stop. In one single consensus, one thought, one devotion, one inspiration, let us unite. Stop. This unity and dedication of Indians has enabled the country to overcome multiple adversities. Stop. Our country has faced every crisis with fortitude, be it the coronavirus pandemic, floods, earthquakes, or major cyclones in several states, locust attack, or the bird flu. Stop. The recent past also saw an unprecedented escalation in tension along the border. Stop. The nation stood together, battled crisis on multiple fronts, and surmounted every challenge. Stop. During this period, we all have also witnessed the unparalleled courage, endurance, discipline, and spirit of service of our countrymen. Stop. In this fight against the pandemic, we have also suffered the untimely loss of lives of a number of our countrymen. Stop. Our beloved former president and my predecessor Sri Pranab Mukherjee too passed away during the pandemic. Stop. The ultimately demise of 6 members of parliament was also due to the coronavirus. Stop. I pay my heartfelt tribute to all of them. Stop. It is said that if we do our duty, success is assured. Stop. During the coronavirus pandemic, which has affected each individual and every country in the world, India has emerged on the global stage with renewed vigor. Stop. It gives me satisfaction that due to timely and calibrated decisions taken by my government, we were able to save lives of lakhs of our countrymen. Stop. Today there is a rapid decline in the number of new cases of coronavirus, and at the same time there is a significant increase in the number of recoveries. Stop. Para. When we think of the preceded year, we are reminded of the twin challenges that faces us of saving lives of the citizens and protecting the economy. Stop. Besides announcing a record economic package for reviving the economy, my government took care to ensure that no poor person went hungry. Stop. Under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, 80 crore people were provided an additional 5 kg free food grains per month for 8 months. Stop. The government was also mindful of the plight of migrant laborers, workers, and those who were away from their homes. Stop. Besides providing them with the facility of one nation, one ration card, the government made free food grains available and organized some special trains for them. Stop. During the pandemic, my government also launched the Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan in 6 states in order to provide employment to the returning migrant laborers in their villages. Stop. During this period, more than 14 crore gas cylinders were given free of cost throughout the country to poor women beneficiaries under the Ujjwala Yojana. Stop. Through all its decisions, my government has set an unprecedented example of the collective strength of federal structure. Stop. The collaboration between the central and the state government has not only strengthened democracy but also enhanced the prestige of the constitution. Stop. Everyone tries to avoid a bigger. Stop. This implies that in order to enhance our relevance, our importance, we must minimize our dependence on others and become self-reliant. Stop. The dream of an empowered and free India, which our freedom fighters had envisioned, was also based on the idea of self-reliance of the country. Under the circumstances that emerged during the coronavirus pandemic, when each country was prioritizing their own requirements, we were reminded of the significance of developing a self-reliant India. During this period, India has demonstrated its scientific capabilities, technical expertise, and strength of its startup ecosystem by developing a network of over 2,200 laboratories in a short time span, manufacturing thousands of ventilators, PPE kits, and test kits, thereby attaining self-reliance. It is a matter of immense pride that India is conducting the world's largest vaccination program. Both the vaccines rolled out under this program are produced indigenously. By making lakhs of corona vaccine doses available to several countries, India has fulfilled its obligation towards humanity in these times of difficulty. The endeavor to work for human welfare is imparting strength to our efforts. The gains from the work done by my government in the healthcare sector in the past 6 years were visible during the coronavirus pandemic. During these years, emphasis has been placed not only on modernizing the healthcare systems but also on prevention of diseases. Programs such as Rashtra Poshan Mission, Fit India Movement, and Khelo India have helped in creating awareness about health within the country. We have also witnessed the beneficial impact of the efforts made by my government to promote Ayurveda and Yoga. As a result of the efforts of my government, the poor are now able to avail the benefits of healthcare facilities with ease, and their expenditure on treatment of diseases is progressively reducing. Under the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, 1.5 crore people in the country have received free treatment. As a result, the poor have been able to save their money. Today, benefits of Ayushman Bharat can be availed at more than 24,000 hospitals across the country. Similarly, under the Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Yojana, the poor are getting medicines at extremely affordable rates from Jan Aushadhi Kendras across the country. Lakhs of patients are purchasing medicines from these Jan Aushadhi Kendras daily, and due to their reasonable prices are able to save money. Honorable members, in order to develop healthcare facilities across the country, commensurate expansion in medical education is equally important. In 2014, there were only 387 medical colleges, but today there are 562 medical colleges in the country. In the last 6 years, there has been an increase of over 50,000 seats in the medical colleges. Under the Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Yojana, the government has also sanctioned 22 new AIIMS. The central government has laid the foundation for historic reforms in the field of medical education by establishing National Medical Commission. The decades-old Medical Council of India has been replaced with the National Medical Commission as a part of these reforms. Baba Saheb Ambedkar was not only the principal architect of the Indian Constitution but also guided the development of the country's water policy. On 8 November 1945, during a conference in Cuttack, he had said that water is wealth. Water is being the wealth of the people and its distribution being uncertain. The correct approach is not to complain against nature but to conserve water. Drawing inspiration from Baba Saheb, my government is working on the ambitious scheme of Jal Jeevan Mission Stop. Besides delivering water to every household in bracket Har Ghar Jal, work on water conservation is also progressing at a rapid pace. Stop. I am happy to say that under this scheme 3 crore families have been connected with piped water supply so far. Stop. Under this scheme, water connection is being provided on priority to brothers and sisters belonging to scheduled castes and scheduled tribes as well as other deprived sections of the society. Stop. Keeping in mind the health concerns of working women in rural areas of the country, the government is providing sanitary napkins which are made available at a nominal cost of ₹1. Stop. My government is relentlessly working towards protecting health of infants and pregnant women through Rashtriya Poshan Mission. Stop.